And I know you haven't had a chance to present this to a lot of people yet. Hopefully in the future you will.
Yeah.
But do you mind sharing just a little bit of what that's all about with too much sit going on?
Well, there is too much sit going on. It's a serious problem, and the problem's all over America. It's affecting everyone, especially our youth. It's becoming a bigger problem every day, and as PE teachers, we need to stand up and do something about it. The problem I'm referring to is there's just too much sit going on. That's right, we have a sit problem. If you look around, you will notice that there's sit everywhere. Personally, I used to care less about other people's sit, but now other people's sit is starting to affect me. In fact, I'm getting sick and tired of other people's sit. And I don't think we should tolerate all the sit that's going on. People sit everywhere. They sit here, they sit there. Their entire day is just filled with sit. They sit at home, they sit at work, they sit at school, they sit when they eat. Basically, there's sit all over the place. Everywhere you go, there's sit. Everywhere you look, there's sit. Some people not only do sit, but they talk sit as well. When you talk to people, they constantly talk about all the sit they did, or they talk about all the sit they're going to do. They act like their sit is better than other people's sit. They think they have good sit, but all sit is bad sit. And it's important not to let bad sit happen to you. Some people will tell you that having a lot of sit is fun and beneficial. They will try to give you sit, but don't take their sit. And certainly don't put up with their sit. People expect me to care all about their sit. They want me to give a sit, but I'm not interested in all their sit. People plan sit all the time. People will tell you they don't have time for sit, but yet all they do is sit. There are just too many people who are full of sit. Some people will sit in front of the television for hours. I call that dumb sit. Some people will sit in front of the television and eat a bunch of junk food and drink alcohol. I call that stupid sit. Some people will invite friends and family over to sit in front of the television and eat junk food and drink alcohol with them. That's crazy sit. Some people don't think their sit is a big deal. They think it's all just small sit. But sooner or later, a little sit turns into a big sit, and then the sit is out of control. Before you know it, my phone's ringing. I don't know who that is. Hold on. Before you know it, there's sit everywhere. When I was a kid, we didn't do sit. My mom didn't put up with any sit. She always told us to take our sit outside. As kids, I didn't have time for sit. I was busy playing, running, riding my bike. But kids today, they become used to a lot of sit. In fact, I'm looking at my phone here. Someone was coming. I don't know if they can hear me or not. Anyway, but kids today, they're becoming used to a lot of sit. In fact, kids today spend more time doing sit than any other activity. Our society has created an entire generation of kids that want to do nothing more than sit. I think we need to put an end to all the sit. We need to stop feeding our kids sit. We need to stop giving them sit. And we need to stop teaching them sit. All this sit needs to stop. Oh, hold on. Not supposed to laugh.
I can't.
All right. The sooner we cut all this sit, the sooner we can improve the health of our nation. If we continue putting up with all this sit, we are destined to become full of sit ourselves. As PE teachers, we need to band together to cut the sit. We need to be role models for living physically active lives instead of spreading more sit. We need to get rid of all of our sit and get up and move. We need to be role models for physical activity instead of being a bunch of sit heads. Me personally, I'm done with sit. The sit is over. I'm not going to promote sit. I'm not going to spread sit. And I'm not going to do sit. The sit stops now. So don't be a sit head. Don't be a sit face. And certainly don't let sit happen to you. Take control of your sit before your sit takes control of you. And when there's a lot of sit going on around you, get up and move, because moving is the best way to cut the sit.
I'm just so glad we did not have to censor this. You didn't slip. That was fantastic.